Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today, another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm gonna demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box and subsequently flaunt it in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What item have I prompted? What item have I drawn forth? What item have I elicited? Let's find out. This villain is known by the moniker of Wrench. Apparently he's derived from the Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure line. Is he a paradigm of perfection? Is he the epitome of resounding perfection? Is he the embodiment of perfection? Let's find out. Is he a refined version of Wrench? That is an enigma. Do I love this figurine? Does he eminently appease me? I do not know. That is also an enigma. I need to assess this figurine's merits down to the nitty-gritty details to determine whether or not I love him or whether or not I detest him. Of course, that assessment will be relegated to the parameters of my consciousness. But maybe I can articulate some of it for this video, just to embellish the video. I want to augment the value of the video. So, what do I think about the figurine off the get-go? Well, actually, before I designate the packaging, let me flaunt the back of the packaging. Of course, you can see a myriad of other Power Rangers figurines, a part of the Power Rangers Dino Charge action figure line. Then you can see his plastic shell or his plastic tray that he's confined to. His packaging will be consigned to the trash. It will be discarded. It no longer has a pragmatic use. He's officially liberated. He's going to wreak havoc against his adversaries. So, what I detest about this weapon, what I dislike about the axe, is that it lacks multiple color variations. The axe is lacking innovation. I love this figurine's sculpt. I love his deco. I love his textures. I love his hues. I love his paint applications. My only gripes appertaining to the figure, other than the lack of color variations with the weapon, are that he lacks finger joint articulation, he lacks an ankle pivot, his knees and arms are not double jointed, he lacks a diaphragm joint, he cannot swivel or rotate his waist, he cannot rotate his forearms, nor can he rotate his biceps. Those are salient issues appertaining to the figurine. He can move his arms inwards and outwards. For a $10 figurine, he's by no means abysmal. Actually, it looks like there's a head being ejected out of his stomach. I'm not sure what's going on there. Is that a defect, or is that supposed to be a head? I think it's supposed to be a head. I can't see anything. That's why I have to utilize these glasses to augment my visual prowess and not be deluded if my vision is adequate. I'm relying on the glasses just to discern the world. My vision's withering away. It's atrophying. It's diminishing. It's gradually causing me to become blind. It's going to I guess you could say my lackluster vision is could culminate in me becoming blind. Maybe that sounded a bit more efficacious, but you get the point. Eventually, in other words, maybe I'm preordained to be blind, or maybe not. Maybe I'm being a bit too negative. My outlook should be optimistic and positive. Regardless, I digress. So, apparently he has a head that's being ejected from his torso, from his upper torso. I love his armor. It's quite epic. I love his novelties. I love the heraldry of his armor. There's these weird symbols on the back engraved in his armor. I'm not sure what they're supposed to depict. It looks like an ace. Of course, I can't even really see anything. I'm nearly blind. I'm almost as blind as a bat. But nonetheless, his armor is epic. Does this figurine denote shoddy craftsmanship? I don't think so. I love how his helmet obscures his face. His face is an enigma. His face is uncanny. This character looks mighty, he looks stoic, he looks valiant. Actually, he's not valiant. I retract my previous statement. He's sadistic, he's coercive, he's malicious, he's cunning, he's conniving, he's diabolical, he's foul, he's vile, he's cruel, he's crude, he's anything but amicable, he's not affable, he's not cordial, he's not friendly, he's not approachable, he's a tyrant. He can pummel his adversaries to bloody pulp. I would have preferred if he had autonomy to swivel his wrists, but that's not the case in this context. You can't do that. But he still has ample points of articulation for a figurine under $10. He's not on par with the Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figure, but based on the standard set forth in 2015, which has plummeted post Toy Biz becoming defunct, he's still a decent figurine. Now, if Toy Biz existed today, then this figurine would not be meritorious. This figurine would be shoddy for a $8 figurine. But since Toy Biz is defunct, and since the industry standards have plunged and plummeted to a all-time new low, this figurine is decent for the average $10 2015 action figure. Of course, you can equip his armament. Just slide the handle for his axe into the aperture between his fingers or through his hand, slide it in, equip his axe, and watch him sever his adversaries, watch him dismantle them, watch him beat them to bloody pulp. So he definitely has merit. I just would have preferred if he had more points of articulation, if he was a bit taller, and if he came with more accessories, and if his weapons had color variations. I should say, I would have preferred if his weapon had color variations. It also would have been cool if spikes were protruding out of his armor. I would have preferred if he was heftier, bulkier, sturdier, more menacing, and had larger armor in order to accentuate his defensive capabilities. His armor seems impregnable. Is that how it's pronounced? Impregnable? I've been pronounced a word in eons. His armor is practically impregnable. Or impregnable. I think it's pronounced impregnable. Whatever. His armor, he's practically impervious to damage as long as he wields this armor. I love how he's adorned. I love how his body is adorned with armor. He's quite a stupendous, novel, exquisite, extraordinary, remarkable figurine. I love being entrenched in an action figure universe. So this figurine allows me to elicit joy in my finite life. I'm gratified, I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm content. I have no qualms about this purchase and decision. He looks like an army builder figurine. He looks like a valiant knight, but he's anything but valiant. He's wicked to the core. He's bad to the bone. He's wretched and vile. His actions are heinous. So here's the figurine once again. Decent figurine, not bad for $10. If it was $20, I would have abstained from buying him. But for a $10 figurine, you can't go wrong, even with his finite limitations that preclude him from being the quintessential figurine. So that's everything I wanted to convey and spew for my Book of Foes. Here he is one final time. His packaging will be relegated to the trash. There's no pragmatic use anymore. It's vendor trash. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.